You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.
There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fucking fight back. You ain't gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not thinking straight, kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds, talking out loud so proud. You better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to head south. You're never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fucking fight back.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to Sixes Alert episode 144. How's everyone doing, man? How's everyone doing? Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. For more Sixes content, hopefully you guys enjoy this. Let me just make sure one thing is set. There we go. And let's just put that there and bring that up just in case. Okay. I'm gonna have to raise this a little bit. There we go. That should work now. Let's see. Perfect. That works. How's everyone doing, man? How's everyone doing? We got a lot to talk about here. We got to talk about Allen Iverson, him speaking out against low management. We got to talk about hip hop. Hip hop is making his return. I know you guys are excited about that. I'm really excited about that. We got that. We got hip hop. We got Dwight Howard saying that a prime if Joel Embiid was healthy, prime Shaquille O'Neal would lose to Joel Embiid. He said that Joel Embiid would beat prime Shaquille O'Neal if healthy. Man, I got a lot to say about that. But once again, like, share, subscribe. You guys know what to do. Let's just get right into it with the biggest news of them all. On January 31st, Saturday night, January 31st, Sixers are going to be home against the New Orleans Pelicans. They're going to be home against the New Orleans Pelicans, and that's going to be the reunion of the Philadelphia 76ers 2000 team, 2002, 2001, when they made the finals. That's going to be epic. That is going to be great. And I am so excited for that, guys. I am so freaking excited for that. I mean, this is my favorite team of all time. Sad, I know, but this is my favorite team of all time. It's the only time I got to see the Sixers in the NBA Finals. I got to see. Damn. I got to see the Joel Embiid. I mean, not Joel Embiid. I got to see Allen Iverson step over Tyronn Lue. I got to saw that. Yep. Yeah, what is up, Arku? Yeah, my favorite mascot. We're gonna be talking about that as well. My favorite mascot of all time, and I think he's the best mascot. I think he's the greatest of all time when it comes to NBA mascots. Fight me. I think he's the greatest of all time when it comes to NBA mascots. This guy was energetic, I mean, everyone's energetic, but hip hop was something different. You had feelings, you had emotion each time he would be on the court with with the shirts, him dunking and everything. This mascot is my childhood. This is my childhood, and he is definitely better than Benjamin Franklin the dog, without a doubt. Without a doubt, hip hop is the greatest mascot of all time when it comes to NBA. When it comes to NBA, it is hip hop mascots. Rumble is the best mascot. Of course you would say that, and of course you would say that, but he doesn't have a legacy. Hold on. He doesn't have a legacy like hip hop does. He doesn't. Yes, he may have a ring, right? You guys may have the ring, but back in the 2000s, man, it was a different time. It was a different vibe. It was a different electricity. It was just a different type of basketball that we're never going to see again in Philadelphia. We're never going to see that type of basketball again. We're not going to see that kind of mascot for the Philadelphia 76ers ever again. We're not. It sucks. But yeah, hip hop is going to be making his return, and I am so excited about that. So excited. My God, that's just my childhood because I would always keep on asking everyone, what happened to hip hop? Why did hip hop stop being a mascot? Was it like legal reasons? Was it this and that? Why did the Sixers stop using hip hop as their mascot? Why? That still bothers me to this day. Because can you imagine if hip hop was the mascot through 2000s to the 2020s to the 2025 right now? Can you can you imagine that if hip hop was the mascot? Can you just imagine that? What is up, David? What is up, man? What is up, Ryan? How's it going? How's it going? Like, share, subscribe. You guys know what to do. We're just talking about hip hop, guys. We're just talking about hip hop, the Philadelphia 76ers mascot coming back as their mascot only for a few games. Only for a few games. It's definitely going to be January 31st. It's definitely going to be each time they're wearing that jersey, each time they have that court. It's the 25th anniversary of that team. It's the 25th anniversary, and they want to bring the vibe back. They are going to try to bring the vibe back, but it's going to be very, very difficult. The Sixers got to back that up. The Sixers have to back it up against, have to back it up with their play. Because without their play and they bring all this back, what's the point? Right? What is the point of bringing all them back if they're not winning games? If they're not competitive? That's exactly where Allen Iverson was. Allen Iverson means hard work, dedication. Allen Iverson was the definition of Philadelphia. We're gonna get to Allen Iverson in a little bit, but when you're talking about that whole group as a whole, when you're talking about the whole team as a whole, it was just a different type of feeling. If you weren't able to if you weren't around to see it, I highly encourage you go on YouTube, search it up because this is my freaking childhood. This is the reason I'm a big basketball fan. This is the reason why I'm a Philadelphia 76ers fan It's tough right now. It is definitely tough. But this team, 2000s, with Allen Iverson, with hip hop, with the Kemba Mutombo RIP, this team was a different. It changed basketball. It changed basketball. Now we get the chance to bring that back for a glimpse. If I wanted to go to a game, Allen Iverson, hip hop would have to be there. Hip hop would have to be there. Without a doubt. I'm not going with so I can see Benjamin Franklin. Franklin the dog. No. I want to see hip hop. I'm going to look up the schedule for those games. I already know one of them. And I want to go to one of those games. I do. Depends on who they're playing, of course. Of course, it depends on who they're playing. But when you're talking about the greatest mascot of all time in hip hop, you gotta go see him at all costs. You gotta see him at all costs. I'm telling you, it's a different vibe. Only true Sixers fans know this. We need hip hop. We're getting hip hop. Hopefully the Sixers can play up to it. Hopefully the Sixers can play up to the potential like they did back in 2000s. Because back in 2000s, man, it was Allen Iverson against the world. Everyone thought that Allen Iverson couldn't do it. The team was poorly constructed. It was mostly defense. It was basically Allen Iverson gets the bucket, everyone goes back on defense. Allen Iverson gets the bucket, everyone goes back on defense. That's basically what the 2000s was. Allen Iverson and everyone else go back on defense. That's basically what it was. We had Theo Ratliff, then a trade happened, then we brought in Dikembe Mutombo. For that team, and he was the only one that was close to competing with prime Shaquille O'Neal. He was close, but not quite. We're going to talk about prime Shaquille O'Neal soon. We're going to definitely talk about prime Shaquille O'Neal soon, without a doubt. But, man, I can't wait for hip-hop. I cannot wait for hip-hop. Oh, man. I'm telling you guys, if you don't know who hip-hop was, which I know a lot of you do, you gotta go see him. You gotta go and see him. And it's amazing. Wanted this for the longest time. Alright. Now let's get into the Shaquille O'Neal, the prime Shaquille O'Neal and Joel Embiid debate, I guess you can say, because Dwight Howard came out and said that if Joel Embiid was healthy, he could contain or beat a prime Shaquille O'Neal. He will be the only center who will be able to do it. Let's talk about that real quick. Shaquille O'Neal was dominant down low, like super goddamn dominant down low, right? Nobody can contain him down low. It was just like, here, he gets the ball, you get the hell out of the way. That's basically what Shaquille was down low for his entire career. Like, nobody could stop this guy. Now, when you talk about Joel Embiid going up against a prime Shaq, Joel Embiid can maybe contain with them in the paint, maybe, but this is where Joel Embiid could excel. And that is his outside shooting. That's his perimeter shooting. If Joel Embiid in a one-on-one conversation against a prime Shaquille O'Neal can start nailing threes, that's going to be something that I want to see. I may have to get a 2K simulator and just watch it. I may have to do that. I'm telling you, that matchup will be scary. But Shaquille O'Neal will probably still win. Because of his pure dominance down low. Joel Embiid will probably going to have to foul him at every chance he gets. But when you look how prime Shaquille O'Neal was, how good he was, down low, ripping off rims, backboards coming down, knocking people over, shoving them down. Shaquille O'Neal is just a different beast. A pure different beast. Joel Embiid would make it a competition. He would make it very competitive. But when you look at those two, it's just like Joel Embiid is good. A healthy Joel Embiid is good, but he's not prime Shaquille O'Neal. Let's get that out of the way. He is not a prime Shaquille O'Neal. Joel Embiid, healthy, could give a prime Shaquille O'Neal run for his money, but I would still take prime Shaquille O'Neal over Joel Embiid any day of the week. And you guys thought I would be taking Joel Embiid, right? You guys thought? No. I got a chance to see Shaquille O'Neal for a majority of his career. I did. Mainly in the 2000s against my Sixers and that dynasty with Kobe Bryant, etc., that whole team. And he was just a different beast. Joel Embiid could come close, but not close enough. Not close enough. So, again, I would take a prime Shaquille O'Neal over a healthy Joel Embiid. Fight me in the comment section. I'm sticking to it. I am sticking to it. So, yeah, let's go see what Dwight Howard actually said. Let's go see what he exactly said. Hey, Cameron, how's it going, man? How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. So let's just go and see what that wrong button. Let's just go and see what Dwight Howard actually said. So Dwight Howard thinks a healthy Joel Embiid is the only center who can take on a prime sack. I felt like if he had stayed healthy, he would probably be the only player at that time who I could see sack or giving sack problems if he was playing sack 1-on-1. It will be a fun game. It will be a fun game. What's happened to Franklin? Oh, the dog? Nothing. Nothing at all, man. Nothing at all. It's just like a few games where hip hop it's gonna be there. Hip hop is a lot better than Franklin by far. By far. So by far. So I'm not mad at this Dwight Howard take. I am not. But it is definitely up for a debate. I'm gonna put this on my community tab later and see what you guys have to say about this debate. I think let's look at the replies here. Let's look at the replies. Peak Embiid 2024 as the best center in NBA history. Shaq wouldn't be able to guard Embiid. No center in history can. He is one of one. When's the last time dude's been healthy? Prime Embiid is the greatest scorer of all time. Yeah, he was, but Shaq was like a beast defensively. Dwight Howard calling it Embiid. Healthy Embiid is the only center to challenge Prime Shaq. Epic matchup, but facing that Diesel, Embiid might just be sitting bricks in that paint. Healthy Joel ain't even better than Jokic. Not even close. Joel wouldn't be able to slow down Shaquille O'Neal for real. Shaq would average 40, 20, and 7 blocks. Even Shaq don't disrespect Jokic this much. And of course, it's Larry Bird. So that's basically what. That's basically what happened there. So, yeah, Dwight Howard and not Dwight Howard. My God, Shaquille O'Neal, Joel Embiid. That would be a fun matchup. What is up, Alexander? What is up, man? Cheers to you. All right, now I want to talk about Allen Iverson. I want to talk about Allen Iverson and load management. I'm gonna look up to see what exactly he said. On load management. So this is what here. I'm gonna share the screen here. Alright, so this is what Allen Iverson said. Allen Iverson on load management. What do you mean? Rest me, it's a game. Let's see here. Allen Iverson has never been shy about saying what's on his mind, and his latest comments on load management might be his most old school take yet. Speaking with Stephen A. Smith, the Hall of Famer made it clear how little patience he'd have for the modern NBA habits of sitting out healthy players to rest. Can you imagine somebody telling me, we're going to rest you tonight? What do you mean, rest me? It's a game. You want to bring up the word practice? Bleep. Rest me tomorrow at practice. Don't rest me when we got a game. It's a kind of quote that perfectly sums up Allen Iverson. Fury, competitive, and deeply loyal to the sport that made him a legend. To him, every game was sacred, sitting out by choice, even ones was unthinkable. And for fans who grew up watching Iverson play through injuries, fatigue, chaos, his words hit home. The concept of load management has become one of the most polarizing issues in today's NBA. Once reserved for players nursing injuries, now it's a regular strategy used by teams to preserve stars through an 82 game season. Names like Kawhi Leonard, Joel Embiid, and Paul George. And guess what? We have two of those. Have become have become with it. Resting on back-to-backs or shipping gains against weaker opponents. Just like I cannot stand load management. I cannot. Like load management is a load of BS. I hate load management. I'm gonna hate load management for as long as I live. Like load management is killing the NBA. It's ruining the NBA. Like when you look at this, right? When you look at load management, you look at Kawhi Leonard, you look at the Spurs back then, they technically started it. You had Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Kawhi Leonard, Tim Duncan, that whole team, they basically started it. Since then, it's become a regular thing. Since then, teams are getting fined for resting their players when they're healthy. They've actually been getting fined. I guarantee you, you're going to see more fines this year on players. You're going to see more fines against players in the NBA on load management. You're going to see it. And I'm just going to laugh and laugh because it's not going to fix the problem. It's not going to fix the problem at all. I hate it. I don't want to see it. And Allen Iverson is completely right for this. Completely right. Completely right. For the modern NBA, it's a balance between science and entertainment. Teams argue that rests help prevent injuries and keep players fresh for the playoffs, but fans and old school players like Iverson see it differently. They view it was a sign that the league's competitive fire is cooling. It definitely is. Iverson comes from an era where missing a game meant something was seriously wrong. He was famously undersized at 6 feet tall, and 160 and just 165 pounds. But he attacked every night as if it was Game 7 of the finals. His battles with Kobe Bryant and relentless drives into 7-footers and his willingness to play hurt became part of it, part of his legend. For Allen Iverson, basketball wasn't a job, it was a calling. That's basically it. They just go on into what load management is more in detail. and stuff like that. So basically, love him or not, Allen Iverson embodied what fans miss the most: a player who refused to take nights off, no matter the cost. That's it. That's it right there. That's it right there. I'm getting sick and tired of low management. I am so glad that Allen Iverson said this. I am so glad. Hopefully, this will change something, but I doubt it. I honestly doubt that this is going to change. But we're just kind of have to wait and see because we all know Joel Embiid is going to sit out. We all know Paul George is. We all know all these players are going to sit out throughout the league, and it's just hurting the game at the end of the day. Imagine going to a game. This is another reason why I really don't want to go to an NBA game this year. If, let's say, the Sixers are playing the Spurs and they rest Wembanyama, I am going to be so mad because that's the guy I want to see. If you guys know me, Victor Wembanyama is one of my favorite players in the league. That is the guy I want to see play. That is. But if he's sitting out right before game time, I'm like, why am I here? Why am I here then? Like, I want to see that. I want to see it. But, low management is just going to keep on getting worse, worse, and worse. It is, and it is. Tom Grassi uploaded his video and if it was scripted 3 hours ago. I'll react to it probably tomorrow, or I'll try today. I got a lot of streams. Mitch, did you see the Dudley boys face the Hardys for the last time? We needed a reaction of it. I did watch it. I did. I saw it. So, yep. So basically, guys, we talked about Allen Iverson. We talked about hip hop. We talked about low management. Teams don't get that much practice time during the season. Well, that's their fault. You got to work in the practice. You got to figure out a time, squeeze it in. Like if you're just landing, right, overnight, practice early the next morning. You got to figure out the time. You got to schedule it. Like that's on the team, bro. That's on the team. It's not on the league. All they do is give you the schedules of where to go, where to play, what time, what channel, everything. It depends on where they're at. So that's on the team. What is up? What is up, Lumen? How's it going? So, yeah, I blame that on the team. I don't blame that on NBA at all. I don't. So, yeah, that is just crazy. And we got another thing right here. Let me bring this up actually. What is this? Love. Love. If it is a back-to-back, there's no shoot around. Again, you got to figure out where to squeeze it in. You got to figure out a way. I know, right? It's so emotional. Blaze, give me your opinion on the whole low. Actually, no, your take on the whole low management BS. But yeah, you're gonna like this, Blaze. You're gonna like this. I've seen this everywhere. It looks like, as of right now, Joel Embiid could be ready for the 76ers first game of the season against the Boston Celtics. What is up, man? How's it going? How's it going? Like, share, subscribe. Sixers bum juice for real. Hey, it's a different season, but look, it is very difficult with this team right now. We do. Birds are only hope. Own hope. I'm telling you, they need to figure out something, bro. The Eagles need to figure out something. We're against the Vikings on Sunday. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be entertaining. So, oh, what happened to Embiid? Won't play PG. Won't play PG. Won't play blah blah blah. Have faith. You never know what's gonna happen. Sixers, on the other hand, may be predictable. too. But yeah, I agree with you. You really brought back. You really brought it back in, bro. Come on, we trash. I'm not Goldberg. Hey, I'm just here covering the team, dude. I just love basketball. At the end of the day, I have them getting like 40 wins, but if everyone's healthy, I got them top 3 in the East. Sixers may be bum, but it's not as bum as Luka and LeBron. They still haven't practiced with Ayton. I'm really intrigued about DeAndre Ayton. I am really intrigued about DeAndre Ayton there. If DeAndre Ayton's going to get good looks from Luka, LeBron. DeAndre Ayton was really good when they had Chris Paul, a true point guard. Now, this is the time where DeAndre Ayton could step up. Nothing in sports is predictable. Look, the Giants hammered the Eagles. Fair. Fair. But it was just a bunch of old heads. Who, the Sixers? How many old heads do we got? We got a lot of young guys to look forward to, too. Our G League team got better players than our actual team. The G League team is very something interesting. Like the two-way guys, I really like to see them get up and get some run in. So we just gotta wait and see on that. But I do like the G League team a lot. So if Joel Embiid does play the season opener against the Boston Celtics, how many minutes is Joel Embiid gonna get? How much minutes is Joel Embiid gonna get? My uncle can play better defense than Kyle. That's true. That is true. That is true. And I'm mad about Kyle Lowry with the whole Amazon Prime thing. That is true. Him and Eric Gordon, probably. Old head, sorry. McCain, Maxey, Bona, pause. VJ, Grimes, and so on. This team has good mix of vets and young. Stop the madness. Come on, man. Joel Embiid's knee. What about his knee? What about his knee? But how many minutes is he going to play? That's what I'm asking you guys. Let's see here. We're going to scroll. I want to see the reply. Oh, yeah. Gardner Johnson got released by the Ravens. Crazy that this has to be said. If Embiid runs from the quota, it's over. It's over for him. I could find $1 million under my mattress. Wow. He won't be there for the last one, though. Who cares? This guy has watched. Nobody gives a shit. I'm not that big of a Joel Embiid fan like I used to be. But, yeah. Joel Embiid. 69 minutes. Ooh. Nerds ain't going to play the right people through. Though Maxey out here going to start Lowry. McCain's injured right now. He's going to be out for a little bit. But I definitely see Kyle Lowry getting some run. Definitely see that. So, yeah. So we got that taken care of. I'll take Westbrook over PG and Embiid. At least he plays. This whole this thing with Russell Westbrook is just crazy. There's like so many players that did not get picked up by a team yet. There's so many players. Really want to know where Westbrook's going to end up. I'll take Westbrook on this team, but we have so many guards too. I'm sure if Westbrook gets injured, he won't play either. Yeah. Let's take Westbrook and Bobo. You don't like them Bona? I like Janai Broom. Janai Broom is that kind of player that we need. Drummond, hey, he hit a couple corner threes. Drummond can't grab a rebound to save his life either. Hey, he's not like what he used to be. He's not. But Andre Drummond, that's it. I don't want him on his team. I really don't. I don't. He hit a couple corner threes. That's like about it. Yes, he is. Westbrook is a man. I sure hope he signs with someone. We'll talk about it. I don't want to talk about it again on the pick and roll on Thursday. Uh, yeah, I cannot wait for that. But let's stop saying that. All right, let's get out of this. We'll go to here. So, yeah, man, a lot of good stuff. A lot of stuff that I'm not looking forward to when it comes to the Sixers. But there is something I wanted to talk about. There was like a blue and white scrimmage, right? They held a blue and white scrimmage like they do everywhere. They tried a Joel Embiid and a Dembona lineup, like the Twin Towers lineup. That was kind of interesting because Dembona is very athletic. He can block. He can rebound. Him as the 4 and Joel Embiid as the 5. That is kind of interesting. I can't wait to see where they go with that too, because we don't have a true 4. Like Wofford, he's injured right now. You got Paul George, who's mainly a 3. You got Kelly Oubre, who's mainly a 3. Like, there's no positions in basketball anymore, and I can't stand that. I really can't. I miss the 2000s where there was like a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center. That's what I miss. But hey, they try it out. They tried out Joel Embiid and Dembona at 4 and 5. It was kind of fun to watch from the clips I've seen. So yeah, I cannot wait for him to get some run. Cannot wait. So again, guys, I'm gonna be live tonight, 8 o'clock for the Bucks and the Thunder. I'm gonna be live for that at 8 o'clock tonight. It's actually on Peacock, so I'm gonna watch that game, stream that game. If you guys missed, I streamed the Spurs and the Pacers last night. I streamed that game. So, and then tomorrow I'm streaming the Raptors and Celtics. And then Thursday, Rios is going to join me for Rockets and Hawks. Blaze, if you want to stream that with us, you can. Friday, Timberwolves Sixers. I know I'm going to get a lot of Sixers fans on that one. And yeah, so a lot of good play-by-plays coming. We see a lot of them throughout. I'm going to see them a lot during the year. I am. Mainly Monday, or not Monday, but Tuesday through Saturday. Jason Kidd has signed a multi-year contract extension with the Mavs. That just broke. That just broke by Sam. So, they put Cooper Flag. Speaking of the Mavericks, actually, they put Cooper Flag at the 1 as the point guard, and that was kind of interesting because look, Kyrie Irving is injured right now. Kyrie Irving's not playing. Yes, you got D'Angelo Russell and you got a couple other guys there, but they had Cooper Flag at the 1, and that was kind of fun to see. I can't wait to watch him play with Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, Kyrie Irving when he gets back. Cooper Flag is in a good situation. He's in a very good situation with the Dallas Mavericks with that dangerous front court of defense. I mean, dude, you got Derek Lively, you got Gafford, you got Anthony Davis, Cooper Flag. You got so many big guys defensively down low for the Mavericks. Dude, that is a good thing for the Mavericks. Even though they did lose Luka Doncic, but they got some pieces in return. They did, despite how bad that trade was. They did get some pieces in return. Now, Dallas Mavericks are definitely a team that you should be looking out for this year. Definitely. In that Western Conference and how competitive that is, the Mavericks are going to be a team to definitely watch. I cannot wait to stream those games on this YouTube channel. I cannot wait. That's going to be fun. Texas hoops is going to be interesting. Rockets, Spurs, Mavs should all do damage in the Yeah, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. D'Lo is going to be an all-star again this season in Dallas. I'm telling you, is a good. This is a good situation for D'Lo. Very good situation for D'Lo. Nico Harrison should be feeling pretty good right now. Dallas looks good. They do look good, dude. They look very good. But when you trade and want a generational talent, Luka Doncic, for not a bigger trade package, pause. It's a concern, but it's not a concern at the same time. Dallas Mavericks fans are going to hate Mark Cuban. They're going to hate Nico Harrison for years, forever. They're going to hate that trade. But when you look at it on paper, it's going to be something different. It's going to be something very, very different here. Cannot wait for Mavericks basketball. I'm telling you, that's going to be a team to watch. I thought D'Lo was staying in Brooklyn to play with Cam Thomas. No, he's in Dallas now. He's in Dallas now because Kyrie Irving's injured, so he's over there in Dallas. Max Christie too. Yep. Yeah, D'Angelo Russell's in Dallas alone. Like Dallas is a good team on paper. On the pick and roll on Thursday, we're going to be predicting, not the standings. We're going to be predicting the awards like we did last year. And then at the end of the year, we're going to see who was right, who was wrong. And I was wrong. I think I got one. I think I got Evan Mobley. I think. Mavs could be a good team. They definitely can, Nikki. They will be a good team this year. Definitely. And guys, make sure you check out Nikki Steed tonight at 8 o'clock for the NFL Pick'ems on the Hardcore Sports Network. My guy, Agent, is going to be joining him tonight. And he's got the StreamYard link, Nikki. He will be there at 8 o'clock. Pyro might join again, depending on whatever he's got going on. So you should be getting some people there. You should be. So, hold on one second here. I get it. There we go. The Bucks will be a playing team. Of course, man. Of course. Guys, tune in on Hardcore Sports Network tonight. Hold on. There we go. I had to adjust something. But the Bucks will be a playing team. I want to talk about this real quick here. I want to talk about this. With everything going on with Giannis, right? Him potentially being traded to the New York Knicks. He wanted to go there. They asked him where he wanted to go because Dallas is not Dallas. Oh my God, Milwaukee's in a spot where they can't afford to pay everybody. It's just business at the end of the day. And they asked Giannis if there was a team that you could want to get traded to, and he said the Knicks. So that is something to look out for. The Milwaukee Bucks actually just got the third Giannis brother, the third Okumpo brother, Antetokounmpo, the third one, and that's going to be funny. You know why they did that, right? You know why they did that? Just so they could try to keep Giannis there. That is the only reason why they try to get the third brother. So there's that. But Milwaukee as a playing team, I want to look at the conference. So I want to look at the conference. So we're gonna go standings here. Let me share the screen here. Let's see. Okay. Come on, computer. Any day now. All right. See, this is preseason standings. I don't care about that. I'm just looking at the league right now. I'm just looking at the conference as a whole. You got Orlando, who's going to take a jump. Orlando's definitely going to look good with Banchero, Wagner. That's it. You still got Desmond Bain. So the Magic is going to be good. The Knicks, everyone has the Knicks being the favorite of the Eastern Conference and have them going to the finals. The Brooklyn Nets are going to be at the bottom. The Pacers, they're going to be taking a hit right now. They do have some young players, so I could see them being like the sixth seed, sixth, fifth, around there for Indiana. The Hawks, they're in the same situation as Indiana. Chicago, that's a wipe. That's a wash. Celtics, the Celtics are going to be a team to watch out for because Tatum said he's going to come back. He's already dunking. Jason Tatum is already dunking. When you see that, it's like, wow, because the other players are still out. Halliburton, Dame Lillard, they're still out. Like, they're not going to play this year. They are out. So when you have Jason Tatum coming back and that team losing some key players, but keeping him, they're going to be in the top five. They're going to be in the top five. Wizards, they're going to be a wash. Pistons, it's going to be low key interesting with Kate Cunningham. They're going to be interesting this year. Charlotte Hornets now. Cavs, a regular season team, I feel like the Cavs are going to be up there. The Sixers, they're the most trickiest team out of them all. Healthy or injured, depending on the team's health, where are they going to be, right? Where are they going to be? If they're healthy, I got them in the top four, top five. But if they're not healthy and they're completely injured, I got them below playing. I actually have them winning 35 games this year. I honestly do. 35. But I'm looking forward to see the young guys play there. That's going to be fun to see. Miami, Tyler Hero's out right now. They can make a, what is that called? They can sneak in. They can sneak in. So the Bucks could definitely be a playing team. It could definitely be a playing team. That is definitely a possibility. Definitely. Especially with Doc Rivers. The third Giannis brother is scary. He is. There's four of them. There's four. Hornets are going to be crap. Yeah, LaMelo, I said this so many times. Hold on. I'm going to stop saying this. I'm going to go this way. Let's see. The Hawks could be top six. Porzingis, depending on Porzingis, man, is he going to be healthy for majority of the season? So let's just, I want to talk about LaMelo, right? I've been saying this for God knows how long. You guys know I'm a big fan of LaMelo Ball. I've been a fan of his ever since he was in high school, middle school rather. I've been a fan of this kid. This kid's got the top. He's, oh my God, bleh. Let me start over. All right. So you guys know I'm a fan, or bleh. You guys know I'm a huge fan of LaMelo Ball, right? You guys know that. I've been a fan of him for majority of his career. I'm with him at Chino Hills, with his brothers in that squad over there. Huge fan. The half court shot. He needs to get out of Charlotte. LaMelo Ball needs to request a trade out of Charlotte now. Now he needs to request a trade. I mean, they got some young pieces. You got Con Kneppel, you got Brandon Miller over there. You got some young pieces there, but it's going to take them a couple more years for LaMelo Ball to actually get the respect he deserves. And I said this so many times. So many times I've said this. If LaMelo's on a different team, he'll be up there with Anthony Edwards. I swear. I swear. If he was on a different team with a better situation, a better front office, and a better ownership or whatever, he will be up there with Anthony Edwards. Right there. I have that much stock in LaMelo Ball. That much stock. He needs to get out of Charlotte. He needs to. He needs to request a trade, have his dad rant or whatever. He needs to get out of there. Now, what team to go for? What team to trade for? Trade to? I don't know yet. I don't know. But LaMelo Ball needs to request a trade out of there today. No, in fact, yesterday. He needs to request a trade. They're not going anywhere. Charlotte Hornets is going to be terrible for God knows how long. He needs to get out of there like yesterday. That bad. That freaking bad. Ball and nipple. LaMelo's got to stay healthy. I agree. I think Wizards could surprise people. They could. They could be 10 or 11 seasons. That is definitely surprising. There we go. Sorry, I had to fix something. LaMelo, go to the Raptors and get your brother so we can have dick and balls. Oh my God. Can you imagine Randy? Can you imagine Randy? Oh my God. Wizards aren't there yet. The Wizards are definitely interesting. They're definitely interesting. They got rid of Bradley Beal. They got rid of that bad contract. So they're in the right, good direction right now. Yep. There's a lot of old guys there too. If you're talking about old guys like you were before for the Sixers, they got a lot. They got a lot. For the Wizards, I'd say 20 to 25. I'd say 20 to 25 for Washington. So yes, I can agree with that. Yeah, but CJ and Middleton got way more left in the tank than Lowry. Yeah, I agree. I agree, but you brought up old age, so I was just saying. I was just saying. They definitely have some impact on the court. They definitely have some impact, unlike Gordon and Lowry. Gordon's gonna Lowry's gonna have some impact with Amazon Prime. With Amazon Prime, he's gonna have more impact. And guys, only 10 minutes left of the show. Like, share, subscribe. You know what to do. Make sure you guys return to the channel 8 o'clock tonight for our Cougs Oklahoma City Thunder as they take on the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm going to be streaming that game tonight. That is going to be a fun game. That is going to be very fun. I can't wait to see SGA going up against Giannis. Again, I will make sure you guys tune in tonight, 8 o'clock, for the Thunder and Bucks. Tune in, guys. Tune in tonight. That is going to be fun. Expect a lot more NBA content. Expect more NBA content because I really want to get more NBA basketball out there. Yes, you have Eagles, Michigan Saturday, but uh, we got 3 more. We got a couple minutes left. All right. So let me see what else I wanted to talk about here. So we talked about Allen Iverson. We talked about low management. We talked about hip hop. We talked about the reunion against the New Orleans Pelicans. Blaze Radio's favorite team there. January 31st. So we got that. Joel Embiid being ready for the season opener against the Celtics. That is going to be fun. That is going to be a lot of fun. So, yeah, we pretty much got everything. Pretty much got everything. You know what? I want to predict. We already know the starting lineup, right? We pretty much know the starting lineup for the Sixers at this point. They're going to be running a 3-guard lineup. So it's going to be Maxey, Grimes, then you got Edgecombe, then you got George, then you got Embiid. That's going to be the 5-man lineup for the Sixers this season. How do I like it? You got a mixture of young guys and old heads. You got that. VJ Edgecombe makes this team so much more fun to watch. When you see VJ Edgecombe on the floor with that athleticism, with this hustle, with this perimeter defense, VJ Edgecombe is going to make a major impact this year, and I cannot wait to see that. I cannot wait to see VJ Edgecombe posterize someone. I can't wait to see him go on a fast break and slam that home. VJ Edgecombe is going to be a reason that the Sixers are going to be more fun to watch. Because remember last year, whenever we were getting killed, we were just playing lackluster, very slow, not getting back on defense. Edgecombe is going to be that guy to push them, to make them run faster. Him, McCain, Maxey, Grimes, I'll throw Grimes in there. Those guys are going to push the Sixers to their fullest. The young guys. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. That's going to be fun. Hip Hop the Bunny would destroy the Pelicans. Yes, he would. Holiday and Dame. Yep. Portland too. Portland too. Um, the thing with Portland, right? Dame is out for the year, I think. I think Damian Lillard's out for the year. If someone could look that up, if Damian Lillard's going to be out for the year, I think he is. I honestly think that Dame is going to be out for the rest of the year. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that is going to be something. The Trailblazers are definitely going to be a team to watch out for. They're going to be lower in the Western Conference for sure, but I think Dame is going to be out for the year. It sucks. It really does, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So. Yeah, same. Yeah, same. Last month he ain't playing. This year, strong. Stranger things that happened, but he. Yeah, David's probably not going to play, which sucks. But it is what it is. He says he's happier now. He said he's happier now, guys, that he's back in Portland. So with that being said, I'm glad he's more happier than he is here. Honestly, I am. I mean, not here, than Milwaukee. So I want to predict my standings at some point. I'm gonna try at some point. Maybe we'll do that on a pick and roll. Maybe. But I want to make that my own stream. You know, I'll probably do that. I don't know. I'll figure out a time for that. I really want to do that. Maybe it's a video. I'll react to something. Who knows? But guys, I'm gonna head on out. I actually got another stream at 7 on the second channel, the Phenomenal Breakdown. Yeah, this was a very good stream, guys. Very good conversations. Make sure you guys like. We got how many likes now? 15, I think. 15. Yeah, 15 likes. Perfect. All right, guys. I am out. I'll see you guys at 7 o'clock on the second channel for the Phenomenal Breakdown. Catch you guys later, man. Like, share, subscribe. You know what to do. Peace. MK out.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna